Getting SMP is probably going to be the biggest decision that you're ever going to make in your life, and it certainly was for me. So I would say, if you are not taking it serious, please do so and go through the process with a lot of scrutiny, do a lot of research. So today I'm just going to recount and talk about some of the things that was going through my mind when I was making the decision to get SMP for myself, just so you can, use this for yourself too, especially for people out there that are on the fence and not exactly sure who to go to yet, because honestly it's a huge investment, and I want you to think it like that as well. So the first thing is that I knew that I wasn't going to go cheap. I was willing to pay top dollars for a good SMP job. During that time, I was working in corporate America. I was interfacing with a lot of people. It was really, really important for me that this remains undetectable. Okay, and I know that going with a cheaper alternative, or bargaining for this, I mean, it's great at the flea market, it's great on Facebook, but it's not so much for scalp micropigmentation. Okay, so I would implore you to please, go with someone that that sure it's gonna be. Go with someone that knows what they're doing, and great work is going to cost you a pretty penny. So I was willing to pay the money, and on top of that, I was willing to travel. Another thing to take into consideration is that if you do have to travel somewhere, it's going to cost you money, right? Travel expenses. You got to stay at the place. You got to make sure that you got food while you're over there, because it's going to require multiple sessions for you to have a completed treatment. So choose your artist carefully. And another thing that I was doing at that time was, sure, a lot of SMP looks great at a distance, right? When I'm over here, it looks good. But really, you want to zoom into the photos that they already have, and you really want to see the pigments really up close, okay? And for me, that was a big one. I was zooming in onto everybody's work. I want to see if there's a consistency with it, if there's a little creativity going on. It was really important for me. So I highly encourage you, if you are comparing, between 2, 3, 5 artists, to zoom in on the details, okay? And really pay attention to it. Because, sometimes I'm not gonna, sugarcoat it, but sometimes you do see some editing that's happening, okay? And you gotta be mindful of that. And I guess the last thing I'll touch on is my biggest reason. What was the reason why I wanted to get SMP? Because during that time, I was already shaving my head. I'll put a picture right here. And I was doing that for a few years. I was wet shaving, every day, or maybe sometimes every other day. And I was content with that. And I found out about SMP, and I was like, dude, this is going to be a game changer for me. And a lot of people that are getting SMP, and I made this in one of my other videos, that it's a huge myth where they have issues with confidence. That's not the case. Some of us might get it for an issue of confidence, but for a lot of people, it's not that. It's because, dude, you put a frame to your face and you look so much better. You look great with it. And that's the reason why they get it. That's pretty much the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please give it a like. And also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be very happy to get to them when I get a chance. But if you are near Buffalo, New York, or you're willing to travel over here and you want an elegant SMP, come to us. We will take care of you, okay? We are all about technique, and the faded hairline is our most favorite here at Elegant SMP. We respect the game and stuff like that, but our focus is that faded hairline, that elegant finish, and making sure that your treatment is undetectable. Until next time, peace.